Yes. You know these national religious broadcasters? Yes. Kay Arthur and David Jeremiah, Pooch and Billy Kim, Rick Warren, Dennis Prager, Hugh Hewitt, Michael W. Smith, Fernando Ortega. You know, they had quite a conference that happened this last year for the National Religious Broadcasters. Yes. 75th Annual Convention. Pooch. I had put some links to defunct radio stations in the, well, let's say you're in radio. You're one of those radio personalities. And you went with the old which way, the way that we're going because the fish always win. Pooh. As the American citizen, I dislike the thought of anything influencing the minds or bodies of Americans. And I wanted to know if anybody was using any actual locations of any known radio station since the United States began back in 1776. You know, it's going back that far. Let's say that you're in radio in the 1800s, is that right? And you said, no, we're defunct. There's nothing underneath it. We're not using that antenna anymore. It's still there. Yes. Somehow, if you were, it'd be a big no, no, no. Now, there are some television stations that are no longer operational, Coach. Where are the antennas that were there when they were operating? Yes. And then for all of those good Christian broadcasters out there, could you get me all the Christian radio stations? Yes. And then every individual involved in the NRB convention. Now, let's say you decide to go, no way. Okay, no way. I find out that you have anything other than actual American citizens as human beings, as employees of your radio station. Of course not. I would say somebody might need to spend well, it takes about 20 minutes to a half an hour in the tube and just let the different satellites run through your physical human body. So as to find, oh my gosh, you're connected to the radio station. Do you have any fake breast implants in your radio station as an employee? I know it. Now, I have heard there's a museum of the Bible. I just read about it. Yes, yes. Look at helping students own their faith and Pack 360 fellows. It's that gap year when you're 18 to 19 years old and you should still have your hymen. I'm wanting to know about the gap year. Could you get me all of those that should be virgins if you're a good Christian woman? That should not be. Well, the gap year, just that 1 year, you know, of all the Christian colleges and universities, you didn't. Now, this is it right here, the Museum of the Bible. It's so good. Now, the confiscated items are now sitting in a climate control warehouse in Queens under the oversight of the Department of Homeland Security. You know, I'd like to purchase all these. Yeah. Can you tell me the actual value of what Homeland Security has, well, confiscated? That happens to be sitting in any warehouse anywhere in the world that for some reason there was a problem with it? Yes. Mhm. Because I did read this just for a few minutes. Of the 3,500 items of unknown origin from the museum's collection. Yes, exactly. Where'd you get the shit? Now, I just wanted to know everything that Homeland Security, the arts and crafts chain. You know, I don't have any problem with people spending their money the way they want to. In fact, if I had my money, I'd spend it how I want. Excuse me. But there's what's known as the artifact. Yes, it's similar to compliance. Yeah. Compliant. Ooch. Could you do a search for all known artifacts? Artifact. And then you can add an S to it if there's multiple. But I just, I had wanted all the parchments as my own personal collection. Now, sloppiness and misdirection led federal investigators confiscating thousands of items. I have a problem with this whole idea of this person actually being guilty of certain crimes, considering they might not be. How exactly? Well, a judge officially. Hmm. Why don't you get me everything that Homeland Security has confiscated since 2003, and then is uh cuneiform tablets? Yes. I'd like to know what's in all these documents that nobody can see. Ouch. What's in the documents?